What if Kobe Bryant never got injured? Would he have won more championships, maybe even one more MVP? It's exactly what we're going to find out here in today's video. We're going to be starting out in the year 2010, where Kobe is currently off a fresh championship win with the Lakers, making him a 5-time NBA champion. I'll also be rebuilding the Lakers as the GM, but I will be limited to pulling off only 2 trades each season. To start out this season, this is what our 9-man rotation will be looking like. In the starting lineup, we have Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, and Pau Gasol. And then off the bench, we have Brown, Barnes, I don't know how to pronounce bro's name, Sasha, and Luke Walton. There's definitely some upgrades I'm seeing that need to be done, but as of right now, we will be running with this rotation, and let's see how the first week goes. We do end up winning the first 3 games of this season, and so far, how is Kobe Bryant doing? He's averaging 28 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. But our starting point guard is ice cold, and that's definitely a position I will be looking to upgrade by the trade deadline. Also, Lamar Odom does regress pretty badly here, so we'll probably also be moving on from him. We have 2 players in our starting lineup that are ice cold, Ron Artest and Derek Fisher. Alright, this is pretty insane. I threw Lamar Odom in Trade Finder to see what we could get back in return, and the Chicago Bulls are offering us Luol Deng and a first-round pick. Deng is averaging 20 points per game, shooting 44% from the 3-point line and 55% from the field. He's a really good player, offensive and defensive player, plus he's only 25 years old, so he'll stay in his prime for a while. We do also have to send them Derek Fisher, which is honestly alright, bro, shooting 31% from the field, so let's go ahead and pull off our first trade of this season. And our team's already looking a lot better by acquiring Luol Deng, but the problem we're facing is we don't have ourselves a good starting point guard. We have Steve Blake currently, who hasn't even played a single minute for our team. I'm going to see what type of move we can pull off. This will be the last trade of this season, so I gotta make sure this trade counts. I'm going to be targeting Jrue Holiday from the Philadelphia 76ers to be our brand new starting point guard. We all know how good of a player Jrue Holiday ends up becoming in real life, and that's something that we have on our side. We know how the future turns out and which players end up becoming good players, so we're going to try acquiring Jrue Holiday from the Philadelphia 76ers, attempting to trade away Matt Barnes. Of course, they declined the trade, but we do have some first-round picks. 1 first-round pick does not get it done. Let's throw in a bunch of seconds, and just like that, we get Jrue Holiday to be the brand new starting point guard. And after that trade, we're not able to pull off any more trades for the rest of this season since we already pulled off 2. But now the starting lineup will be Jrue Holiday, Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest, Luol Deng, and Pau Gasol. At the end of this season, LeBron James wins MVP, Blake Griffin Rookie of the Year, Manu Ginobili 6th Man of the Year, LeBron also wins Defensive Player of the Year, Ramen Sessions wins Most Improved, Larry Newton Coach of the Year, and the Chicago Bulls win Executive of the Year. We do get Pau Gasol on All NBA First Team, let's go. I'm surprised it wasn't Kobe Bryant on All NBA First Team, but I'll take Pau Gasol being there as well. It looks like Kobe Bryant doesn't get a single award this season, which is a huge surprise because he was averaging a lot more points per game than Pau Gasol was. But it is what it is. Let's see if we have any all defensive awards. We do not get anything there either. And we don't get any all rookie teams. We did end this season being the number 3 seed, winning a total of 58 games and losing only 24. Before we start simulating the playoffs, let me show you guys the player stats for our team here in the regular season. So the leading scorer was Kobe Bryant, averaging 26 points per game on really good efficiency, which is why I was surprised that he did not make an all-NBA team. Pau Gasol was averaging 21 points per game, nearly 15 rebounds per game on really good efficiency himself. Luol Deng was a really good get for our team. He's now averaging 21 points per game, nearly shooting 50, 40, 70. 14 from Jrue Holiday, another good get, also 7 assists per game, and 11 points per game by Sasha coming off the bench as our 6th man. In the first round of the playoffs, we're going to be taking on the Portland Trail Blazers, who have Andre Millen, Brandon Roy, Nicholas Batum, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Camby. They don't have Damian Lillard this time around, but they'll probably get him in the next few seasons. Game number 1, does go to the Portland Trail Blazers. They do defeat us here. Kobe Bryant did struggle big time, shooting only 7 of 25 from the field. We win game 2 and Kobe comes back with 28 points. Jrue Holiday had a 19-point double-double. Artest with 16. We also win game 3, we win game 4, and we gentlemen sweep the Portland Trail Blazers to make it the second round. Kobe Bryant's averaging 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 39% from the three-point line. Luol Deng's averaging 19, and Pau Gasol's averaging nearly 24 a night. And now in the second round, we're taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who have Tony Parker. They have Tim Duncan at the center position and Manu Ginobili coming off of their bench as their sixth man. Game number 1 will go to us. Kobe 26, Holiday 23, and Pau Gasol with 22. We also win game 2 and 3. Are we going to sweep the San Antonio Spurs? Yes, we will. We're in the conference finals. So far, Drew's averaging 16. How is Kobe doing? He's still averaging 21 points per game. For some reason, Kobe isn't taking as many shots as I would like for him to take, but we're still winning, and that's all that really matters. And now we're taking on the Denver Nuggets. They have themselves Chauncey Billups, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Nene, and Chris Anderson. Let's see if we can win here in the conference finals up against the Denver Nuggets. Game number 1 will go to the Nuggets. We lose by 4 points. Kobe had 24, Pau Gasol had 20, but sadly, that was not enough. We do end up winning game 2, and Kobe drops 29 points, Pau with 24, and Luol Deng with a 20-point double-double. Game 3 we also win. We do lose game 4 here by how many points? By 8 points. Luol Deng had 38 points, Kobe had 19, but sadly we fell short. It's time for game 5, and we do end up losing game 5, going down 3-2. Kobe Bryant had 31 points, Luol Deng had 19, but we still fall short. I came up with a defensive coach game plan. They're up 3-2 against us. Let's see if we can come back. We'll jump into Simcast, and the Nuggets will have home court advantage for this game 6. And so far, we do have the lead, and it looks like we will end up winning this game. Let's go. Kobe Bryant drops 45 points. Luol Deng had 28, and Pau Gasol had a 22-point double-double. And now it's time for game 7. The series is tied at 3-3 apiece. Will we win this game and advance to the NBA Finals? We do luckily have home court advantage on our side. So far, the Nuggets do have the lead, but it's a pretty close game, and now they're starting to run away with it here in the second half, and it looks like we will be eliminated in game 7. Kobe tried his best. He did drop 32 points, 9 rebounds, shooting 14 of 26, but sadly that was not enough. It would have been nice to see Kobe Bryant win a championship, but that's alright. It just means we need to upgrade our roster, and then hopefully we can win one championship next playoffs. The NBA Finals, the Magic taking on the Nuggets, and the Magic go on to win with Dwight Howard winning Finals MVP. Here are the player stats in the playoffs. We played a total of 16 games, and Kobe Bryant was averaging 24.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 50, 40, 64. I'm not sure why Kobe Bryant didn't take as many shots as I would like for him to take, but that's alright. Hopefully he does better next year. 20 points per game from Pau Gasol and 20 from Luol Deng. We definitely need to make some upgrades to our roster this offseason, but again, we can only pull off 2 trades each season. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you're new for more NBA 2K26 videos. That helps out my channel a ton. In the 2011 NBA draft, we had ourselves 2 second-round picks, and I went ahead and drafted Bismack Biyombo and Corey Joseph, who could possibly be the backup point guard depending on how he develops. Team player options, we are of course going to pick up the team option on Jrue Holiday, but Shannon Brown does decline his player option. Okay. Qualifying offers, we don't have to give anyone a qualifying offer, and let's see if there's anyone we need to bring back, and there isn't. How much money do we have? So the most amount of money we could spend this offseason is $2 million. Let me see which role players we should assign on our team to make us better. We do have a few computer generated players on our team, and this guy's a computer generated player that we're paying $15 million to. I'm going to get rid of these players. That should hopefully free up some salary cap, and then we'll have some more money to spend here in free agency. This offseason, I went ahead and signed ourselves Shane Battier, James Jones, and Carlos Arroyo. We do need a backup point guard and some backup wings that could provide us with 3-point shooting off the bench and offense in general. Last season, our offense was one of the worst, but our defense was amazing, so we need some more good offensive players. I'm also going to be signing Kendrick Perkins, who's a pretty good defender and a decent rebounder, so he'll be the backup center going forward, and we also get ourselves Brandon Rush. I'm attempting to pull off the first trade for this next season, which is acquiring ourselves Nicholas Batum and Wesley Matthews. Nick Batum ends up becoming a really good 3-and-D player, so he will be able to help us a ton. I am going to be offering them Sasha, Ron Artest, Sean Battier, and James Jones. Well, actually, I want to keep Sean Battier out of that, and let's go ahead and throw in Bismack Biyombo. Will they accept this trade? And they do not. Let's start throwing in some first-round picks and hopefully get them to accept. 1 first-round pick they decline, and 2 first-round picks gets it done. We get ourselves Nick Batum and Wesley Matthews. At the start of this season, this is what our brand new 9-man rotation is going to be looking like. We have ourselves Jrue Holiday, Kobe Bryant, Nicholas Batum, Luol Deng, and Pau Gasol. And then off the bench, we have Wesley Matthews, Shane Battier, Carlos Arroyo, and Kendrick Perkins. This season, I do believe we could win ourselves a championship. Nick Batum will play a big role in it. As of right now, we are the number 2 seed with 12 wins and 3 losses. So we are doing pretty well so far to start out this season. And if we continue playing like this into the playoffs, we'll definitely have a good chance at winning ourselves a ring. I'm stopped here at the trade deadline, and I will be pulling off our last trade, which is trading away Marquise Daniels, who's not been a part of our rotation, to the San Antonio Spurs, where we get ourselves a first-round pick in return. LeBron James wins a back-to-back MVP, Willie Kerr wins Rookie of the Year, Jordan Farmer wins 6-man, Serge Ibaka Defensive Player, James Harden Most Improved, Phil Jackson, our head coach, wins Coach of the Year, and we also win Executive of the Year. Let's see if we have ourselves any All-NBA selections. We do get ourselves Kobe Bryant on All-NBA second team, and it looks like that will be it. We also get Kobe Bryant on All-Defensive first team, and that's going to be it for awards from the looks of things. We did end this season being the number 1 seed, winning a total of 72 games and losing only 10. Before we start simulating the playoffs, let me show you guys how Kobe Bryant and the rest of the team did here in the regular season. So this season, Kobe was averaging 28 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 56% from the field and nearly 46% from the 3-point line. He had a 50-40-80 season. 19 points per game from Luol Deng, 18 from Pau Gasol, 14 from Nicholas Batum, who was really good for us. He was shooting 36% from the 3-point line. Jrue Holiday was amazing for us as well, and so was Wesley Matthews off the bench. The first round of the playoffs, we're taking on the Houston Rockets. They have themselves Kyle Lowry and Yao Ming. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 will go to us. Luol Deng 28, Batum 23, and Kobe with 16. We also win game 2 and 3, and we sweep the Houston Rockets to make it to the second round. So far, Kobe's averaging 22 points per game, shooting 50-40-90. And our boy Jrue Holiday is averaging a 21-point double-double, shooting 59% from the 3-point line. Now we're taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. They have themselves Eric Bledsoe. It looks like they traded for James Harden, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Game number 1 will go to us, so does game 2. And are we going to sweep them? We do defeat the LA Clippers in game 5. Kobe's averaging nearly 25 points per game. Jrue is still averaging 11 assists per game. And now this is going to be the toughest matchup yet. The Oklahoma City Thunder, who have themselves Russell Westbrook, Eric Gordon, and Kevin Durant, as well as Serge Ibaka. They were the number 2 seed, but let's see how things go here. Game number 1 will go to us, and Batum drops 33 points. Let's go. We do end up losing game 2, sadly. Russ had 38, KD 32, and we do end up falling short. We win game 3, and this game it was Luol Deng leading the way with 26, 25 from Gasol, and 23 from Kobe. We also win game 4, and we gentlemen sweep the OKC Thunder to make it to the NBA Finals. where we're going to be taking on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. And this is definitely going to be a huge challenge here. They have a big three of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. They also have Shaquille O'Neal as their starting center. Let's see how things go. Game number 1, we do end up losing. Game 2, we end up winning. Let's go. Luol Deng drops 29 points, Kobe 25, and Pau Gasol with 24. We do lose game 3, and Dwayne Wade dropped 49 points on our head. What I'm going to do is come up with a defensive coach game plan, and then we'll see if we can tie up the series. I came up with a defensive coach game plan. Hopefully we're able to tie up the series. We'll jump into Simcast where the Miami Heat have home court advantage. I also adjusted some shot tendencies, and it looks like we will be winning this game by 10 points. Luol Deng dropped a 30-point double-double, Kobe had 25, and Pau Gasol had 22. I would like for Kobe to take more shots. He's doing the same thing he did last playoffs, not taking as many shots. His efficiency is amazing, but he's only averaging 24 points per game, despite having the highest shot tendency on our team, which is a 99. Series tied at 2-2 apiece. Will we be able to defeat the Miami Heat to win Kobe Bryant his 6th championship? We will have home court advantage here for this game, and so far we do have the lead, but not by much, and we do end up winning. Let's go. Kobe Bryant drops 31 points, Pau Gasol had an 18-point double-double, and Jrue Holiday had himself 17. And just like that, we're up 3-2 against the Miami Heat. All we gotta do is win one more game, and we win Kobe Bryant his 6th championship, and it looks like that's exactly what we'll be doing. We end up defeating the Miami Heat here in game 6. Kobe Bryant dropped 32 points, Luol Deng got a 23-point double-double, Holiday had a double-double, and Pau Gasol had a double-double. And just like that, we've won the LA Lakers another championship with Kobe Bryant winning Finals MVP, averaging 27 points per game. And now Kobe Bryant's tied with Michael Jordan for 6 championships. Here are the player stats for the playoffs. Kobe was averaging 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 52% from the field, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. Here are the NBA final stats. In the 2012 NBA draft, we just ended up with the 5th overall pick via the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not sure how we acquired that, but we did end up with it, and we also got ourselves the 27th overall pick and the 28th overall pick. And these are the prospects in the 2012 NBA draft. We have ourselves Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Damian Lillard, so on and so on. What I'm planning on doing with the 5th overall pick is trading up and hopefully getting ourselves Anthony Davis to pair up with Kobe Bryant. The Detroit Pistons have the 1st overall pick, which I'm attempting to trade for. That way we could draft ourselves a young Anthony Davis that could be the brand new starting center beside Kobe Bryant going into the future. I am going to be trading away Pau Gasol to make this happen, and the reason for that is if we send away Pau Gasol, we also get to keep our 5th overall pick, and that way we could draft 2 really good rookies. Plus, Anthony Davis will be taking over Pau Gasol's position anyways, so let's see what the Pistons say for this trade, and they do decline. I threw in some more valuable 1st round picks. Let's see if that'll make this trade happen, and they're still going to be declining. Okay. What if we throw in Kendrick Perkins? He has himself a 2-star trade value, and just like that, we acquire the 1st overall pick. And now for the 2012 NBA draft, we have the 1st overall pick, the 5th overall pick, 27th, 30th, and the 4th in the 2nd round. Let's go ahead and see which players we'll be drafting. Of course, the 1st overall pick will be Anthony Davis, no doubt. But let's see who we're going to select with the 5th overall pick. We still have Harrison Barnes here, we have Draymond Green. There's still some pretty good selections, but I think Draymond Green would be the best player that we could select with this pick, so let's go ahead and draft him. We end up signing ourselves 5 rookies: Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Servon, Scott, and Gordon. Team player options, we're going to pick up the team option on Jrue Holiday, but we don't need these other 2 players. Do we need to re-sign anyone? And we do need to re-sign Nicholas Batum, which is going to be a huge free agency signing that we have to do. We are able to re-sign Nicholas Batum. He was getting an offer from a different team, but we went ahead and matched that, so now we have him on a 3-year, $33 million contract. I signed ourselves Marcus Camby to be the backup center, and I also signed Mike Bibby to be the backup point guard. I pulled off our last trade for the season, which was trading away Mike Scott and Steven Gordon for a future first-round pick from the Sacramento Kings. We had ourselves way too many power forwards, so I had to get rid of 2, and now we're ready for this next season. To start out this season, this is what our 9-man rotation will be. The starting lineup, we have Jrue Holiday, Kobe Bryant, Nicholas Batum, Luol Deng, and Anthony Davis at the starting center position. Then off the bench, we have Matthews, Battier, Draymond Green, and Mike Bibby. We're going to be rolling with a 4.5-star overall system proficiency, balanced under Phil Jackson. Let's go ahead and simulate the first week and see how we do. We do end up defeating the OKC Thunder and the Golden State Warriors. Kobe Bryant so far is averaging 22 points per game. Luol Deng's averaging nearly 30 points per game. Anthony Davis is struggling offensively, but I'm pretty sure he'll come around. Both Kobe Bryant and Luol Deng want to sign a contract extension with our team, so we're going to go ahead and extend Kobe Bryant for the next 3 seasons, paying him $17.5 million annually. We're going to do the same for Luol Deng, extend him for the next 3 seasons, paying him $9.5 million annually. At the end of this season, there's an unexpected MVP, and that is James Harden, who ended up with the LA Clippers, the team he plays on currently in real life. He was averaging 33 points per game, shooting 60% from the field, which is pretty insane. Our boy Anthony Davis wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 15, 10, 3, and 2.5 blocks, 1 steal. Danny wins 6th Man of the Year, Tyrese wins Defensive Player, James Harden Most Improved, Phil Jackson Coach of the Year, and we also win Executive of the Year. Let's see if we have all NBA selections. Do we get Kobe Bryant? And sadly, we do not get Kobe Bryant on an all NBA team. What about on an all defensive team? We do get Kobe Bryant on all defensive second team, but that will be it for awards. And of course, Anthony Davis on all rookie first team. We did end this season being the number 1 seed, winning a total of 71 games and losing only 11. I believe that was the same record we had last season. Before we start simulating the playoffs, let's take a look at how Kobe Bryant did this season. And he was a leading scorer on our team, averaging 24 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 54% from the field and 44% from the 3-point line. Luol Deng was averaging a career high 22 points per game, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. In the first round of the playoffs, we're taking on the Dallas Mavericks, who really only have themselves Dirk Nowitzki and Tyson Chandler. The rest of the players, I believe, are botted players except for JJ Barea. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 will go to us, and AD leads the way in his playoff debut, dropping 37, 10, and 4 blocks. We're up to 1-0. Game number 2, we also end up winning, and Kobe Bryant drops 33 points. Nicholas Batum drops 31. I'm really glad we traded for Nick Batum. This past season, he was shooting 50, 40, 80, made a bunch of 3-pointers. Made a total of 190 3-pointers. Game number 3 will also go to us, and Kobe Bryant drops 30 points. And my controller just died, so give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. We're up 3-0. Can we sweep the Dallas Mavericks? That's exactly what we'll do. So far, Kobe's averaging 26 points per game, shooting 63% from the field. The second round, we're going to be taking on the MVP, James Harden. They also have Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and Eric Bledsoe. So that's a pretty good team, to be honest. Game number 1 will go to us, and Kobe drops 34, 7, and 11. Anthony Davis 26 points, and so far AD's averaging 22 points in his playoff debut. Game number 2 will also go to us. Kobe drops 32 points. And so far we haven't lost a single game here in the playoffs. We continue that streak, and we do end up losing our first game here to the Clippers, but we beat them in 5. We're back in the conference finals taking on the Denver Nuggets, who have themselves Kevin Love, Carmelo Anthony, Ty Lawson, and that's basically it. Last playoffs, they never had themselves Kevin Love, so they did upgrade their roster since the last time we faced them. But hopefully the result will be the same. Game number 1 will go to us. Luol Deng drops 34 points. Kobe had 31. We also win game 2. Kobe has been dropping 30-point games like no tomorrow. We do lose game 3. We lose game 4. And we also lose game 5. Holy, I was not expecting that. But the Denver Nuggets are pushing us here. The duo of Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Love is a lot better than I had thought. I came up with a defensive coach game plan against Denver Nuggets. Let's see if we'll be able to tie up this series. We don't have home court advantage for this next game, and so far they are defeating us, but we come back and end up winning the game by 20 points. Nicholas Batum only missed 1 field goal, shooting 12 of 13, dropping 32 points. Kobe had 16. Series is tied at 3-3 apiece. We will have home court advantage for game 7, and we do start off really strong, and it looks like we will be going back to the NBA Finals once again. Kobe Bryant drops 31 points, Deng 25, and Matthews with 20. In the NBA Finals, we're taking on the Washington Wizards, who have themselves John Wall, Nick Young, Kawhi Leonard, and this is honestly a really good team, especially since they drafted Kawhi Leonard. Game number 1 will go to us, and Kobe Bryant drops 46 points. We do lose game 2 here. Kobe had 34, but sadly that was not enough. We win game 3, we lose game 4. Let's jump into Simcast for game 5. We have home court advantage, and it looks like we will be winning this game by over 30 points. Deng had 31, Kobe had 27. We need to win one more game to win ourselves another championship. And it looks like that's exactly what we'll be doing. We defeat them by 9 points, where Kobe dropped 26, 14, and 4, winning the LA Lakers and Kobe Bryant another championship, with Kobe winning Finals MVP. Kobe has now surpassed Michael Jordan for most championships. He has himself 7 championships, 1 ahead of Michael Jordan. And here are the playoff stats, where Kobe was averaging 26 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 59% from the field. In the NBA Finals, Luol Deng was leading the way in the NBA Finals, averaging 28, but Kobe was averaging 27, 7, and 4. Our head coach Phil Jackson decided to retire, so what I did is went ahead and offered Avery Johnson a contract, and he's going to be our brand new head coach. We have the 25th overall pick in the 2013 NBA draft, and we do need ourselves a backup center, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and draft Alton Brady. I'm not sure if he's a real player or not. It does look like he's a computer generated player, but we're going to draft him anyways, and hopefully he's a good backup center. Qualifying offers, we do need to re-sign Jrue Holiday this offseason, which is going to be a pretty big off-season signing, because this past season he was playing really well for us, averaging nearly 10 assists per game, averaging 15 points per game. So let's go ahead and give him the qualifying offer and see how much money he wants here in free agency, and luckily he's a restricted free agent, so that means we're going to be able to bring him back no matter what. And he only wants about $8.5 million for how he played. We're definitely going to go ahead and offer him a 5-year contract, player option on the 5th season, and he will be accepting on a 4-year, $34 million contract. I went ahead and signed Jose Calderon to be the backup point guard going into the future. He's a 79 overall, which is a huge upgrade from Mike Bibby. Not many changes made to our roster this past off season, but there was a lot of progression from our younger players. Anthony Davis is now up to an 88 overall, Batum's is 87, and so is Jrue Holiday. The starting lineup will be Jrue Holiday, Kobe Bryant, Nicholas Batum, Luol Deng, and Anthony Davis, and then off the bench we have Wesley Matthews, Draymond Green, Jose, and Diego. We do still have 2 trades that we can pull off this regular season if we would like, but as of right now, I do want to see how this team does. We do have ourselves a new head coach, so hopefully things go pretty smoothly. We will be running with a 4.5-star overall system proficiency, balanced under Avery Johnson. Stopped here at the trade deadline, we're the number 1 seed with 44 wins and 8 losses. Since we're doing so good, there's no point in us pulling off any trades. Every single player on our team is already playing really good, so as of right now we're going to continue running with this 9-man rotation and see if we're able to win ourselves another championship. We're here at the end of this season and Russell Westbrook goes on to win MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo wins Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Lin Sixth Man, Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, let's go. In his sophomore season, AD wins his first ever Defensive Player of the Year with the LA Lakers. Daryl wins Most Improved, Avery Johnson wins Coach of the Year, and we also win Executive. Let's see if we have any All-NBA selections. We do get Anthony Davis on All-NBA second team, and it looks like no Kobe Bryant once again. For some reason, 2K Simulation does not like adding Kobe in the All-NBA team. Anthony Davis also makes it on All-Defensive first team, and that will be it for awards. We ended the season being the first seed with 69 wins and only 13 losses. Before we start simulating the playoffs, let's see how Kobe Bryant did in the regular season. Was he our leading scorer? Yes, he was. He was averaging 24 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He had an amazing season, but for some reason, he wasn't playing the full minutes that I was assigning him, and he's not taking as many shots as I would like for him to take. If he was taking more shots, I do think we would be able to win him another MVP. 20 points per game from Luol Deng, 19 and 12 from Anthony Davis, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. In the first round of the playoffs, we're taking on the Denver Nuggets, who still have themselves Chauncey Billups, Carmelo Anthony. It looks like they no longer have Kevin Love. Game number 1 will go to us, and Kobe Bryant drops 39 points. That's what we need from him. Game 2, Kobe drops a 34-point double-double, 2 assists shy of a triple-double. We win Game 3 and we sweep the Denver Nuggets to make it to the second round. How is Kobe doing so far? He's averaging nearly 39 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. We're taking on the LA Clippers, who have themselves James Harden, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Harden's averaging 43 points per game here in the playoffs. Hopefully he doesn't walk right through us. Game number 1 will go to us, and Kobe drops 32 points on his head. And yeah, Kobe played really good defense on Harden here, made him foul out in 25 minutes. Game 2 will also go to us, so does Game 3, and we do not sweep the Clippers, but we beat them in 5. We're in the conference finals. Kobe is averaging 36 points per game, shooting 63% from the field. And now we're taking on the OKC Thunder, who no longer have James Harden thankfully, but they still have Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and Serge Ibaka. Let's see if we're able to defeat this team. Game number 1 goes to us, and Kobe Bryant drops 51 points. Let's go. Game 2 also goes to us, Kobe with 32. Game 3 goes to us, and we sweep the OKC Thunder. That was a lot easier than I had expected. But just like that, we're back in the NBA Finals, and Kobe Bryant so far is averaging 37 points per game. How did he do here in the conference finals? Let's check out his conference final stats, and he was averaging nearly 40 points per game. And now it's time to take on the Indiana Pacers. They have themselves Eric Gordon, Paul George, and Greg Oden, as well as Zach Randolph. Game number 1 goes to us. Kobe drops 39 points. Game 2 also goes to us. Kobe with 41 points. Game 3 goes to us. Kobe 27. And we sweep the Indiana Pacers to three-peat and win the 3rd championship in a row, with Kobe Bryant winning Finals MVP, averaging 34 points per game on 61% from the field. And this time around in the playoffs, Kobe Bryant was going off. In the 17 games we played, bro was averaging 36 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists, and in the NBA Finals, he was averaging 34 points per game. Since this video is probably already being pretty long, what I'm going to start doing for the next few seasons is simming past the off seasons and seeing you guys in the start of the regular seasons. That should save a bunch of time, but if I do pull off some trades, I'll let you guys know. Since our team has been really good, I never pulled off any trades this off season, but I did sign 2 pretty good players, one of them being Okafor and the others Mario Chalmers. They could be some role players coming off our bench, provide us with defense and offense, but we're going to be running with basically the same team. At the end of this season, it's Blake Griffin winning MVP, Nikola Jokic with the Celtics wins his Rookie of the Year, Nico Sixth Man, and Anthony Davis, our boy, wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Let's go. I'm so glad we went ahead and drafted Anthony Davis. We would have had the 5th overall pick, so I'm really happy that we traded up and got ourselves Anthony Davis to pair up with Kobe Bryant. Gerald wins Most Improved, Avery Johnson Coach of the Year, and the Clippers win Executive of the Year. We don't get Kobe Bryant on All-NBA First Team, we do get Anthony Davis on All-NBA Second Team, and it looks like no Kobe Bryant once again. I'm not sure why that's happening, but they're not giving Kobe any All-NBAs. And this season, I believe he was averaging close to 30 points per game if I'm not mistaken. Anthony Davis All Defensive First Team, and we do get Kobe on All Defensive Second Team. That will be it for awards, and this season we ended the season having a win-loss record of 72 wins and only 10 losses, making us the number 1 seed. We tied the Chicago Bulls record 72 wins and 10 losses. I was hoping we would be able to win one more game and defeat their record, but that's alright. And this season, Kobe was averaging 27.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 53% from the field, which is why I was surprised how he did not make an All-NBA team. Makes absolutely no sense to me, but it is what it is. AD was averaging 21 and 13, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. Jrue Holiday was averaging a 17-point double-double. In the first round of the playoffs, we're going to be taking on the Phoenix Suns, who have themselves Kyrie Irving, Otto Porter Jr., and Joel Embiid. Alright, it's time for the playoffs. Let's go ahead and simulate round and see how we do, and we end up sweeping the Phoenix Suns. Now we're taking on the Clippers, who have Steve Nash, James Harden, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And we sweep them as well. Let's go. Now we're taking on the OKC Thunder, and they have themselves Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and still Serge Ibaka. Will we beat this team? And we sweep them as well. Okay, I was not expecting our run to the finals to be that easy, but we haven't lost a single game so far. And in the playoffs this time around, Kobe's averaging 35 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals, shooting 46% from the 3-point line. Now we're taking on the Indiana Pacers. They still have themselves Paul George, Zach Randolph, and Greg Oden, as well as Eric Gordon as their shooting guard, but I don't think they're going to be much of a challenge for us, and we also sweep them, not losing a single game, with Anthony Davis winning Finals MVP. Let's take a look at the player stats in the playoffs and see how our boy Kobe did. He was the leading scorer, averaging 34 points per game across the 16 games that we played. Anthony Davis was averaging 21 and 12. Jrue Holiday a 17-point double-double. In the NBA Finals, Kobe should have won Finals MVP. I mean, bro was averaging 33 points per game, but it is what it is. It went to Anthony Davis, who was averaging a 25-point double-double. I don't want this video to be longer than it has to, so what I'm going to start doing is simming past the off season and the regular season, and then seeing you guys in the next year's playoffs, and there we'll catch up and I'll let you guys know every move that I've made. I have some really good news for Kobe Bryant that I'm going to let you guys know here in a second, but at the end of this season, James Harden wins MVP, Karl Anthony Towns Rookie of the Year, Damian Lillard 6th Man, Anthony Davis wins his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year in a row. Joel Embiid Most Improved, Avery Johnson Coach of the Year, and the Clippers win Executive. We do get Anthony Davis on All NBA First Team, and it looks like no Kobe Bryant once again, which is even more insane because I do believe he was playing better this season than the past season. But we also get Anthony Davis on All Defensive First Team, and that will be it for awards. We ended this season being the number 1 seed, winning a total of 71 games and losing only 11. The amazing news I wanted to let you guys know about Kobe Bryant is he surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in total points in a career, now having a total of 38,679 total points throughout his career, putting him at that number 1 spot. And here are the player stats for the regular season. Kobe Bryant was balling out, averaging 28 points per game, nearly 5 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 55% from the field and 43% from the 3-point line. In real life, Kobe Bryant was injured in the 13-14 season, and then once he returned, he was never the same player. I believe in the 14-15 season, he was averaging 20 points per game. 15-16 season, he was averaging below 20 points per game on pretty horrible shooting splits. But thankfully, since he was not injured in this 2K simulation, he was able to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in total points and also win himself a few more championships. Let's take a look at the rest of the team. So Anthony Davis was averaging 21 and 12. And I totally forgot to tell you guys about the trades we made. So last offseason I made 2 trades, which was trading for Mike Conley, and the second trade was trading away Luol Deng for Al Horford, who's been really amazing for our team here, averaging 16 points per game, shooting 45% from the 3-point line. And Mike Conley has been the backup point guard. He's been playing really well for us as well. He's shooting 43% from the 3-point line, 53% from the field, averaging 16 points per game, 6 assists. So we made 2 really good trades last offseason and they have paid off. Jrue Holiday was averaging 16, 12 from Batum. And one more signing I did last offseason was get ourselves Brendan Rush. Obviously it's not too big of a move, but yeah, we acquired him as well. Kobe Bryant now has himself 9 championships, so if we win him 1 more championship, he'll have a total of 10 championships, and that'll be the perfect way to end out this video. Let's take a look at who we're going to be facing up against here in the first round of the playoffs, and it will be the Houston Rockets, who have Kemba Walker, J.R. Smith, Middleton, Wright, and Kristaps Porzingis. Let's see how things go here. Game number 1 will go to us, and Kobe drops 47 points, 80, 36, and 11. Jrue Holiday with 24, 6, and 11. Game number 2 also goes to us, and Kobe Bryant dropping 55 points. He wants his 10th championship really bad. And just like that, we're up 2-0 against the Houston Rockets. We also beat them in 3, and we sweep the Houston Rockets in Game 4 to advance to the second round. And so far, Kobe Bryant's averaging 45 points per game on really amazing shooting splits. That's crazy. Jrue Holiday's averaging 14 and 10. Al Horford's averaging 16 and almost 10. Anthony Davis is averaging 21 and 14. In the second round of the playoffs, we're going to be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. They still have themselves Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and Serge Ibaka. Game number 1 will go to us. Kobe drops 29, Batum 23, Horford 22 and 10, 80, 13, 16, 7, as well as 5 blocks. Let's go. Game number 2 we also win. We win game 3 and we sweep the OKC Thunder. We're back in the conference finals for many seasons in a row. Kobe Bryant's averaging 36.5 points per game. Horford's averaging basically 18 points per game. AD's averaging 23 and 13. And just like the last playoffs, we've been dominating here. We haven't lost a single game so far. In the conference finals, we're going to be taking on the LA Clippers. They still have themselves James Harden, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Game number 1 will go to the Clippers. It looks like I jinxed it here and we lost our first game. Kobe had 37, but that was not enough. We win game 2. Kobe drops 38 points. We win game 3. We win game 4, and is this going to be a gentleman's sweep? Yes, it will. We're back in the NBA Finals, but this time we're going to be taking on the Chicago Bulls. Kobe's still averaging above 30 points per game here in the playoffs. Throughout the entirety of this video, we haven't had to take on prime Derrick Rose in the Chicago Bulls, but it looks like it's finally happening. And this team has Derrick Rose, and somehow a computer-generated player has become a 91 overall, Otto Fields. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. They also have Bismack Biyombo, the player we drafted and then traded away, and Joakim Noah. Let's see how things go here in the NBA Finals. Game 1 will go to us. Kobe drops 29 and 12, Jrue Holiday 24 and 14. A bunch of players on our team had 20 points or higher. Game 2 also goes to us. Jrue Holiday leads the way, dropping 44 points. I believe this is a career high for Jrue Holiday in this video. I don't think he's had that. And yeah, the highest points per game, points in a game he's had prior to this is 37. We're up 2-0 against prime Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. We also win game 3. Kobe Bryant drops 29 points. Jrue Holiday had 18 and 12. AD had 16. And are we going to sweep the Chicago Bulls? Yes, we will, to win Kobe Bryant his 10th championship. Let's go. Kobe Bryant finally wins the Finals MVP, averaging 30 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals, shooting 60, 60, 100. Amazing shooting splits from Kobe Bryant. Let's take a look at the player stats for the playoffs. We played a total of 17 games, and in those 17 games, Kobe Bryant was averaging 32 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, shooting 60% from the field and 46% from the three-point line. He really had himself shooting splits of 60, 40, 90, which is absolutely unbelievable. Anthony Davis was averaging a 21-point double-double, and the rest of the team was amazing as well. In the NBA Finals, we played a total of 4 games, and Kobe was leading the way, averaging 30 points per game, 7 boards, 5 assists. We had Drew Holiday bowling out as well, averaging 25 and 10 assists. The rest of the team was amazing as well. This past season was Kobe Bryant's last season he played in real life before he decided to retire, so that's where we're going to be ending out this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe if you're new for more 2K videos. It helps out my channel a ton. Click here on the screen to watch my latest upload, and until next time, it's your boy Dragon, and I'm out. Peace.